Okay, the next problem is actually based on the curl and divergence of a given field, given vector. Okay, so this is, say the question is like this: if the vector f is equal to del of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xy into z, right? Then find part A of the question is divergence of this f vector, and part B of the question is curl of the same vector. So this is the question, right? So we know that this is del of something. That means the vector f is calculated as, this is a gradient, so I'll write grad of a function phi. Okay, grad phi. So how do you write that? This is actually denoted as del phi. What is the definition of del phi? Del phi is nothing but dou phi by dou x into I cap plus dou phi by dou y into j cap plus this is dou phi by dou z into k cap. So I need to write in the same fashion now. Therefore, this vector f is equal to, this is dou by dou x of the given function, that is x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, this into I cap plus dou by dou y of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3 into x into y into z into j cap, and the last term is plus, this is dou by dou z of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz into k cap. All right, now we'll simply do the substitution and we'll do the differentiation. So dou by dou x of the first function, if you see, only the first term is first and the last term is differentiated here. So this is 3x square minus 3yz. This is the differentiation of the first term. Multiply this with I cap. Okay, plus partial differentiation of the same term with respect to y gives me 3 times y square minus 3xz into j cap. Okay, then the last term will be, this is plus 3 times z square minus 3, this is xy into, this is k cap. Now you can see that this is the required vector f. So once you have this vector f, right, what we have to do, we first can calculate. Now I answered the part A of the question. That is, I need to take divergence of this vector f, right? So that is, divergence of this vector f is nothing but, it is a dot product, del dot the vector f. So the del operator can be simply written as, this is dou by dou x into I cap plus this is dou by dou y into j cap plus dou by dou z into k cap is my first term. Take a dot product of this with respect to my above said vector. Just now we calculated a vector, so let's write that vector. So that is 3x square minus 3yz I cap plus 3y square minus 3xz into j cap, and the last term is plus 3z square minus 3xy times k cap. Close this. Okay, now I know that only the terms containing I and I can be multiplied. So this is nothing but now this is dou by dou x of the first term 3x square minus 3yz plus the dou by dou y is getting applied to the second term of the f vector, that is 3y square minus 3 times xz, and the last one dou by dou z gets applied to 3z square minus 3xy, right? So I dot I is 1, j dot j is also 1, and k dot k is also 1. So simply perform the differentiation to get the final answer. So 3x square becomes 6x, the second term becomes 0. Okay, 6x. Then I have plus 3y square becomes 6y plus 3z square becomes 6z. So your final answer is 6 times x plus y plus z is the total answer. Okay, this is the answer to the part A of the question. Then in the same question we have what is called as a part B. So part B says calculate the curl of this vector f. So how do you denote the curl f? That is del cross f vector. Okay, so to represent this del cross we need a determinant of I cap, this is j cap and k cap. In the second row we write dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and below that I write the components of f vector. So with I cap whatever I have, I'll write it as the first element. So that is 3x square minus 3yz is the first term. Then the second term is 3y square minus 3xz. Last term 3z square minus 3xy. So I am supposed to take the determinant of this in order to calculate the required curl. Okay, so let's start with this. So this means first I need to write the I cap. I am multiplying I cap into, so when you are using the I cap, remember you multiply these two. Okay, I have to take a cross product over there. So what I write dou by dou y of that term. What is the term? That is 3z square minus 3xy minus the second differentiation, that is dou by dou z of, this is 3y square minus 3x into z. This is the first term. Okay, I close this, then I write minus j cap, open the bracket. Now I have to write the two terms, that is when you are using j you need to use these two, right? The term not containing j, the row and the column which does not contain j should be used. So this is dou by dou x of 3z square minus 3xy is the first term, minus the next term I'm going to write here is like this. This into this is dou by dou z of 3x square minus 3yz. So that bracket is closed. Then the last term containing k cap. So this is k cap into k cap into. So when I write k, I need to use these two. Okay, the cross product has to be taken between the two. So this is dou by dou x of 3y square minus 3xz minus this is dou by dou y of 3x square minus 3y into z. Okay, close this. Now take the differentiation and write the answer. So this is nothing but, I can see that this is I cap into, so what is the first term? Differentiation of this with respect to y gives you minus 3y. Oh, sorry, with respect to y, sorry, this gives you 3x minus 3x. And the second term is, there is a minus with respect to z. So dou by dou z of this is once again minus 3x. So minus of minus 3x is plus 3x. So that's the term containing this. Okay, then I write minus j cap into, so what comes here, first term differentiation with respect to x gives you a minus 3y. Okay, and this term differentiation with respect to z gives you a minus of minus 3y, so plus 3y. So last term k cap into, so first term dou by dou x of this gives you minus 3z and minus dou by dou y with respect to the last term is with respect to y, so you have a minus 3z, so that is plus 3z. So you see that in this case, this is a very specific case, everything will get cancelled, right? So that is equal to 0. So curl of the given vector is nothing but 0. Okay, so this problem is a very good example to show how to calculate the divergence and the curl as well as the gradient. So everything, every operator is covered in this particular problem.